We want to welcome everyone to the August edition 2025 of Remote Agric free webinar. Today's topic is profitable agricultural investments. So I want to ask you if you can hear my voice and you can see my screen, just type in the meeting chat. I can hear and I can see. If you can hear my voice and you can see my screen, just say I can hear and I can see. Okay, so we are looking at profitable agricultural investments. My name is Dayo Adetiloye, and I will be your facilitator for this session. Comfort says I can hear and I can see. My fellow says I can hear and I can see. Very good. So I want us to solve this puzzle. At this particular end, there is supposed to be something there. Who can tell us what's supposed to be there? I'll put it in the meeting chat if you know the answer. This blue region, what is supposed to be there? If you know it, let me know. This blue region, what is supposed to be there? Okay, let me see. Ephraim says 6. Avalon says 6. Okay, any other idea? Okay, Dine says 6. Okay, any other idea? Any other idea? Any other different answer apart from 6? Okay, so let's look at the answer. Okay, let me see this. Okay, Timothy has another answer. He said the answer is R. All right, so I think let's check the answer. So the answer is so Timothy is the winner of this puzzle. So this is a gear system. You know, when you are driving, you have gear 1, especially when you are doing the manual driving, you have gear 2, gear 3, gear 4, gear 5, and this one is not gear 6, is reverse. So that is that one. So thank you, Timothy, for that one. So let's move on. So if you have not been to some of our seminars before, today might be the first time of meeting me. So my name is Dayo Adetiloye. In terms of my background, I have bachelor in agriculture. That's my first degree. My second degree is Masters of Business Administration. I have some certification. One of them is the Business Development Service Provider certification. And another one is CMC. CMC is Certified Management Consultant. Then currently I'm rounding up my doctorate in business administration program. I believe before the end of this year, I will be done. So I have over 12 years experience in business development and agribusiness consulting. And I'm the CEO of Remote Agric. This program is brought to us by Remote Agric. And our mission is to make agriculture profitable, accessible, and scalable. I have completed short-time assignments as a trainer, facilitator, coach, and mentor as an agribusiness expert to the following organization: GIZ, GOPA, BDO, Economic Sense, TAFTA, Innovate Hub, DABH Hub, Mandela Washington Fellowship, just to mention a few. And I'm a fellow of the Tony Melu Foundation, also fellow of the Jimitewe Public Speaking program. I've also have something to do with Facebook grant at some point in my journey. So this is just to mention a few about me. So if you are just getting to know about me, this is just few information that I want you to know for now. So let's move on. So I want to start by introducing you to what we do in Remote Agric. Remote Agric is a business that we started um, October last year, precisely. After being in the industry for a while, we discovered a problem that we wanted to solve, and we launched Remote Agric. So it's the number one dynamic agricultural enterprise, providing a seamless entry into farming sector through innovation and agricultural solution. So if you have been thinking of having a farm, but you don't have the time, you don't have the resources you have is not enough. Like today, somebody messaged us that do we do farm management? I say yes. And the person said he has about 200,000. So I said before we can engage any work along that line, that we are going to have the minimum we charge for such service is 1 million naira, and the worth of your project must be between 5 million to 10 million. So for somebody like that with 200,000 wants to engage in agriculture, we have provided a platform for that person to own a part of a big farm that we are managing. And this is what Remote Agric is doing. So we are into crop production, um, we're into livestock farming, we're into agro processing, remote farming services, agricultural consultancy, agri-logistics, and supply chain. To know more about us, we engage in all the services I've mentioned, and our traction in the last 1 year, it's not up to a year, maybe 9 months thereabout. The traction has been massive. The traction has been massive, and I'm going to be sharing more about that with you. So don't worry, the slides will be available for us after this event, especially if you join our Remote Agri community. Also, there is a manual for this workshop this evening that we'll share with you. Also, we are going to make this recording, the replay of this recording, available to us as well. So why agriculture matters now? If I ask you that question, why do you think agriculture matters now? Can we drop the answer in the comment section? Why do you think we should pay attention to agriculture right now? Why do you think we should pay attention to agriculture right now? Let's drop it in the meeting chat. Why agriculture? Why should we pay attention to agriculture right now? Why? Can we put the answer as I look forward to your comments? Why do you think we should pay attention to agriculture now? Why? Why should we? Why should we? Why should we? Okay, we have two answers here. Food is necessity, and climate change is real and affecting agriculture. Very good. Very good. Agriculture is a $1 trillion business opportunity in Africa Development Bank. Okay, Alpha Management I said that. Thank you very much, Ola. Comfort says because everyone depends on agriculture. So agriculture life. So agriculture is life. That's what you are also saying, which is very good and fine as well. Another person said to promote zero hunger in SDG. Thank you very much. To promote zero hunger in SDG. That is very, very good as well. Thank you for all your contributions. Uh, I, I, I am glad to let you know that this, all that we have said, we are correct. And there is to we are not going to eat, for example, we are not going to eat computer. even as good as IT is, we are not going to eat it. We are going to eat food. And if nobody is producing and nobody is supporting people that are producing, you will get to the market one day. You will want to buy tomatoes, you will not see to buy. And it's already happening. You will get to market one day, you want to buy yam, you will not see to buy. Now, Nigeria is dependent on some agricultural products. Even with that, it's still not enough. So, any platform that is into agriculture, we must find a way to support that platform. So, Nigeria's population is growing. You know how many newborn children we are giving back to every day in this country. You will know that we need to produce food to sustain that population. Agriculture, most stable and profitable sectors. This sector has been since time immemorial and is sustainable. There are some sectors that are fizzling out because of AI, but agriculture will still stay because we must eat. Government and private sector prioritizing food security. Food security is now the conversation around food security is on the increase every day. Technology makes farming remote and scalable and transparent. So these are reasons why we must go into it. Now, Nigeria's food inflation rate in 2023 to 2024, we can see the rate. In January 2023 is 24.32. In April 2024 is 40.53. And this is National Bureau of Statistics. If you look at this graph, if we don't intervene by people like you, people like me, to begin to contribute to food production in Nigeria, primary food production in Nigeria, then things will begin to get worse. Now, food security and challenges. Widespread food insecurity. According to Kedar Harmonies report, 30.6 million people in 26 states and the Federal Capital Territory were projected to face acute food and nutrition insecurity during the June to August 2025 lean season. High malnutrition risk at estimated 5.4 million children and nearly 800,000 pregnant and breastfeeding women in the six of the most affected states at high risk of acute malnutrition in 2025. Inflation impact. Food inflation reached 40.9% in June 2024, driven by depreciating naira and high transport costs. Do you know that prices of food are increasing every day? Do you know the reason? It's because we don't have enough in the market. So the few ones in the market begins to go up. And once it begins to go up, everybody wants to make profit from their business. So because of that, in Nigeria, for example, the transportation is on the high cost because of increase in fuel costs and things like that. So all these things are affecting food security. Now, the session we are going into today, I have highlighted the information I want to share with us, starting from Agro Investment Identification Framework to Venture Team Assessment Matrix to Agro Knowledge Tracker to ROI Demystification to Food Security and Serial Hunger Methodology to Value Chain Profitability and finally how to own a farm remotely package. Now, this is what this session is going to follow. So I want you to change your gear as I want to start one by one. So if you are following this conversation, just type I'm following in the meeting chat. If you are following this conversation, just type I'm following. Type I'm following if you are following this conversation. Okay, Karim says I'm following. Ephraim says I'm following. Okay. Dinye says I'm following. Thank you for following. So the first thing I want to show us is Agro Investment Identification Framework. Now, when you hear framework, of course, if you have done a lot of thesis in the past, you will know that framework is a major aspect of your thesis. And currently, I'm working on my thesis for my doctorate program. So some of these terminologies are what we are familiar with. Now, if you want to invest into any agricultural, you want to identify agricultural investments, there are some things you need to consider. So what I'm showing you is a structured method of identifying agricultural ventures. So uh, from the uh, from here, you will see identify viable crop and livestock. In agriculture, it's not every crop that is viable. So you need to identify the ones that are viable. So you need to focus on high demand, stable price commodities like rice, poultry products, yam, cassava, and it could be livestock as well. For example, in Remote Agric, one of the livestock we focus on is pig farming. Then you look at the land that you can access, accessible land, and climate suitability. It's not all the products that can survive in all the locations. So you match crop and livestock to soil, rainfall, temperature, e.g. maize in the northern state, plantain in the humid south. Imagine you are in the north and you want to plant plantain there. It's not going to do well. So this is one of the things you need to consider. Then you come here, you evaluate farming and value addition. We are going to talk more about value addition today and value chain activity. So you compare profit from raw output versus processing. For example, cassava versus cassava root versus cassava processed, maybe in form of garri, for example. Then here you analyze the target market, the buyer, and identify customers, offtake, processors, or export markets. So if I want to use this to analyze Remote Agric, for example, we have two major products that we promote. The first one is yam. So yam is one of the stable tuber in Africa that the demand is very high. So uh, we pick that. In the livestock area, we pick pig, and currently we are working on poultry as well, but we've not opened it to the public. So let's move on. So once you identify the stable crops and livestock, the accessible land, you evaluate primary production versus value addition, then you map target market opportunities. And I tell you, you see the market for agricultural products and produce generally is huge, and we'll get there in this presentation. So begin to look at your interest vis-a-vis your climate condition, the land, and the climate suitability, beginning to look at value addition and primary production, and also begin to look at market opportunities. Currently, I have a place that I want to use to do mushrooms. So we brought in the consultants to come and look at the location, and I'm already asking questions about the market opportunity, because anything you want to produce, you want to go and look for the market first before you start production, because that is what is going to help you to make more money in the business. Okay, so The next point I want to mention is venture team assessment matrix. Any farm agriculture you engage yourself, you need to ask about, do I have the right team to form to be able to help me to promote this opportunity? Okay, once you have the right team, then you will be able to assess the team. How to assess the team is going to be what I want to show you now. This picture was taken in one of the remote agri farm visits where we visited the farm and were able to assess some of the progress we have made at those far. So these are part of the team members from myself as the CEO. We also have other team members that manages other aspects of remote agric. Now, if you want to, by definition, what this is all about, venture team assessment matrix is a structured framework used by investors, accelerators, and funders to systematically evaluate the strength, the weakness, and overall viability of a startup funding team. So, before you consider investing in any agri business investment, you need to ask about the team that forms that. And we are glad that in Remote Agric, we are funded by two strong co-founders with a lot of experience in industry. All right. So uh, this experience that we have, for my humble self, I have been able to uh, introduce to us my brief profile of 12 years in agri consulting and development consulting. Okay. And I also have a co-founder in Remote Agric, Mr. Oludare. Taufik, can you mute your Taufik, can you mute yourself, please? Taufik, please mute yourself. Thank you.
Sorry, I just by mistake I put inside bag.
Okay, so I will need to mute everyone now. Okay, so sorry for that break in transmission. Okay, so I'm talking about the team in Remote Agric. So the co-founder has over 15 years experience in practical agriculture. So our co-founder, Mr. Oludare, manages the operational, is our chief operational officer, manages everything operation in Remote Agric. He goes to the farm every day, manage the farm hands, and coordinates all our farms, that all our small other farms that we partner with. So he's in charge of that. So you look at expertise. Do they have technical, financial, and operational expertise? Do they have uh, commitment and dedication? Are they committed and dedicated to the work? In terms of execution, you look at complementary balance skills. So, for example, um, our skill of the two co-founders are very complementary because Mr. Dare focus on day-to-day operation of the farm, while I as the CEO, are focused on fundraising, investors engagement, and everything that has to do with documentation in the business, everything that has to do with regulation and things like that. So I focus on all those things in Remote Agric. So these are complementary skills. So investors back strong teams, not just great ideas. So you might have great ideas. Maybe you are here, you even have your own farm. You might have great ideas, but not only great ideas is what people form. They form, they support teams. They support teams because in truth of the matter is that when you have a great team, they can pick small ideas like this and turn it into something great. Are you getting it now? And they can pick big ideas and make it even bigger. That's the beauty of venture team assessment matrix. So I'm going to show us the matrix now. So this is how they do it. Your functional area, product development, sales and marketing, financial management, team management, vision strategy, farm operations, and things like that. So for Ndaye, the CEO, for example, along this functional area, rate yourself high, medium, and low. So you do that. For under B, you do that. For under C, and your expertise level. So once this matrix is run across board, uh, you will be able to know if this venture is going to be a great venture because of the team that you have set together. Now let's move to another point that I call Agro Knowledge Tracker. You see, in agriculture, you cannot uh, go in without knowledge. If you go in without knowledge, definitely you are going to lose money in the process. So Agro Knowledge Tracker is a system designed to capture, organize, and utilize agricultural data and expertise to improve farm management, productivity, and sustainability. So this knowledge you are tracking is very important because once you have the right knowledge, okay, sorry for that break in transmission. Just give us a few minutes. We'll be back shortly. Okay, so while we connect our slide back, I don't know what you have learned so far. Somebody saying there is no sound. Yes, so I believe you can hear me now. So what have we learned so far while we reconnect our slide back? So type what you have learned so far in the meeting chat while we bring back our slide. What have we learned so far? Can we hear me? What have we learned so far? Just type what you have learned so far in the meeting chat. I'm looking at the meeting chat. Okay, Ephraim says identification, viable agribusiness. Thank you. Comfort says every team member must have one skill or the other to contribute. Very good. Very good. Let's keep dropping it. What are those things you have learned so far? Okay. So as we drop what we are learning, we are bringing this back. It's still loading. Just a few minutes. We'll be back shortly. I learned that not all crops are viable, and some viable crops are maize, rice, cassava. Okay, thank you for showing us that. Okay, we must evaluate which crop will do well in a specific area of the country. Very good. Very good. We are learning. Today we are going to learn a lot. Just in the next few minutes, the slide will be up again. Okay. Sorry for that break in transmission. So we'll take us to the where we stopped. Okay, thank you very much. If you can see my screen and you can hear me now, just say I can see my screen and I can hear. Okay, if you can see my screen now, just say I can see and I can hear so that we can proceed. Okay, I can see, I can hear. Okay, thank you very much. So we must track market trend and the pricing. Very important. We must track pricing. We must track market trend. We must track government regulations. Currently, today, I saw online that the government of Nigeria have signed something with Brazil that will make agriculture better and easier. So if you are in the agric space, you need to start position for all these government regulations. Are you getting it now? You need to track such information. Input and output innovation. There are new seedlings, new seeds, varieties, and all that. You track them. Best practices in farming and storage. All these things, you must track them. Now, one of the things we do in Remote Agric is we share creator investors insights every time we go for farm visits. For example, from our last farm visit, there are some insights that we shared. Now, you need to look at ROI. This aspect is very important, especially if you are going to put your money in if you are going to put your money in agriculture. All right. If you are going to put your money in agriculture, then definitely you must pay attention to ROI. So, what is ROI? Return on investment. In agriculture, it measures the profitability of agricultural investment by comparing the net profit to the total cost of investment. It is a critical metric for farmers and investors, helping them to take informed decisions about resources, allocation, and risk management, and overall business viability. So this is very important when you are doing agribusiness. Now I use the example of my mushroom. So the consultant gave me a bill close to ₦1 million for the mushroom business. I now ask question in the next 3 months, how much can I make from this business? What is the quantity of products can it produce? And we begin to calculate the return on investment. And he said to me that I can make ₦3 million in 3 months from my investment of ₦1 million. That is calculation of ROI. So in Remote Agric, for example, we have a return on investment if you join any of our packages. I will talk about the packages soon. So we have an ROI that is interesting for you to read. I will show you the breakdown. So factors that influence ROI, your yield per hectare, cost of input and selling price, logistics and storage, processing opportunities. So for example, our own yam farm package is 38% ROI. So, but there are a lot of calculations that goes into it. You must cost everything, including logistics, the input, the yield per hectare, and things like that. Now, let's move on. Food security and several hunger methodologies. So here I'm going to be showing us some important uh, thing for us to think about. UN Sustainable Development Goal, SDG 2, its key components includes ensuring universal access to sufficient food, safe and nutritious food, ending all form of malnutrition, boosting the productivity and income of all small-scale farmers, and implementing resilience and sustainable agricultural practice. And this transformation also requires addressing inequality, investing in rural communities, reducing food loss and waste, and increasing international cooperation to strengthen agricultural capacity, and particularly in developing countries. So, in food security, there are so many things you consider. Stability of food, uh, access of food, utilization, the nutrition and the air, the availability, regional and national, the food quantities, food energy calorie, the production aspect, distribution aspect, the exchange aspect. Now, when you look at food security, let's dig deep now. When food security exists, when all people at all times have physical and economic access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food that meets their dietary needs and food preference for an active and healthy life. So we'll talk about the availability. One of the things that is motivating us in Remote Agric is availability of food. And one of the things we focus on is primary food production. Before you talk about processing, even eat it primarily, is it available? Now, stability. Stability of food refers to ability for adequate food, availability of adequate food at all times. Thus, certain that access and utilization of appropriate food is not curtailed by any hindrance or shortage, by emergency or sudden crisis. Today, people want to buy food, they don't have the quality. And I will show you some pictures by the time I introduce our package to you during our research, when we are researching on our yam. You see some of those things. Now, people have adequate income or other resources to access appropriate food. Okay, another one is utilization. People utilize food properly through food storing and processing practice. All this has to be considered in food security. Now, Remote Agric promotes affordable food production, empowers smallholder farmers with technology. We also link rural farmers to urban investors. In fact, this is a critical aspect of our work that we have been doing, and it has been massive. Also, we contribute to the UN SDG Goal 2, Zero Hunger. This is one of the things we do here in Remote Agric. Now, let's look at value chain. Value chain profitability. When you hear value chain in agriculture, there are some things that comes to you, okay? One of it is input supplies, farmers, financiers, policymakers, aggregators, processors, and retailers. These are value chain, but I want to dig deeper and show you this. You see, under input supply, land is input, water is input, seeds input, fertilizer input, pesticide input, farm implements, tractor and machinery, these are inputs. Even, you see, this seed, the seed value chain is so massive. You can make a lot of money just producing seeds. You know, when we say we want to plant, somebody have to supply the seed. That's what I'm saying. Currently, we are in our project in Remote Agric for October 2025 to October 2026 yam farm package. I will still talk about it. We are targeting 20,000 heaps of yam farm. Do you know that 20,000 heaps of yam farm, somebody have to supply the yam seeds and yam sets? So seed is a big thing in the industry. It is a big thing in the industry. Now, let's look at farm production and harvesting. We have irrigation, climate, and cultivation. In post-harvest, we have weighing, grading, cleaning, blending, certification, transportation, storage, and warehousing, milling, food processing, agri-industry, milling food, manufacturing, processing, bakeries, and labeling. Also here we have marketing, the wholesaler, the distributor, the retailers, and the consumers. This is a whole value chain, okay? This is a whole value chain that we have in the industry, okay? So let's move on. Profitability opportunity exists across the value chain. Primary production, which is the farming, processing, milling, starching, oil extraction, distribution, wholesaling and retailing, support services, logistics, consultancy. All these are very important when you identify where you can play profitably. So I want to show us our package in Remote Agric, our own a farm remotely package. If you can still hear me and see my screen, let me know so that I know that you are following. If you can see, hear me and see my screen, just type, I can hear you, I can see your screen, because Comfort says I can't see your screen, sir. Let me know if for the others people on the call, let me know if you are following, if you can see the screen and you can hear me. Let me know. Let me know, let me know. Okay, I can hear Akaide. Okay, from Damilola. Thank you, Damilola. Okay, Comfort, you can hear now. Oladme, you can hear now. Very good. So quickly, we are getting towards the end of this conversation. We'll open the floor for question and answer very soon. So on a farm remotely package, a remote agri package. So we want to show us our package, and from this picture was taken from one of our farm visits, recent farm visits. These are some of our farm workers. The farm is located in Ile-Ife, Osun State. For people that you are joining us for the first time, or you are watching this replay for the first time, our farm is located in Ile-Ife, Osun State, Nigeria. So what we do, basically, our first product we launched with is Own a Yam Farm Remotely, which you can see some of the previous harvest that we have in Remote Agric. So this is a research I did personally. I bought this particular yam from the market. I bought it from the market. After cutting it, in less than 30 seconds, the face of it started turning to red. And I caught the one from Remote Agric, our yam. After 30 minutes, our yam is as white as loan. So that tells you that in food security, the quality of produce in the market is also very important. And that's one of our motivating factors to say that we can't just sit down and continue to see this kind of yam in the market without doing something about it. So that is one. So if you have interest in our own yam farm, currently we are promoting October 2025 to October 2026 package, and per unit it goes for 1,700. Now when we say a unit is one heap. So with this one heap, you'll be able to get one big yam from it at harvest. So I will break it more down for us as we move in this conversation. So for people that want to know the returns on the investment, so the return on the investment is 38%. All right. But most of the time, the way we operate is like all of us trying to own the farm. So imagine you pay for 10 hips, another person pay for 50 hips, another person pay for 500 hips, another person pay for 1,000 hips. So all of us we co-own the farm together based on the amount of units you have purchased. Now, if you want to be coming to farm every weekend, is allowed in Remote Agric. You want to be coming to farm every weekend. If you want to be coming every month, but we have a structured farm visit that we bring everybody in, and we also connect. We do live streaming for people that are not in Nigeria, and this is Cohort 3. In Cohort 1 and 2, we have some of our participants from UK and US. So, and they usually join us virtually for some of the farm visits. So this is one of our plots. And if you look at these hips very well, you see that they are very big hips. And we ensure that we get the best out of it from our farm operations. Now, so if you look at this chart, you will see October 2025 to October 2026, and you will see that we are targeting 20,000 units. I'm glad to let you know, even before we started promoting this, 5,000 units is already gone. One person paid for 5,000 units. So for us, it's not just about gathering as many people as possible. Just few people that appreciate what we are doing in solving food problem in Nigeria. They come in with your capacity. And one of the things we have also done is that with as low as 17,000, you can do 10 units, which is the minimum. 10 units is the minimum. So nothing like I don't have money. If you don't have money, you will still go to market and go and buy highly priced yam, highly priced tomatoes, highly priced pepper, highly priced meat. So it's better for you to join this kind of system that helps to solve food problem in Nigeria. Now, like I mentioned, there are a lot of calculations that goes into the 38% ROI. So for example, if you make a purchase of 1,000 units, all right, at harvest, we have a projection that we are going to sell 2,600. But let me ask us, how much is a tuber of yam, a very big yam, in your location now? So tell us your location and the price they are currently selling. A tuber of a big yam in your location, how much are they currently selling it? I'm checking the meeting chat. How much are they currently checking it? How much, how much, how much? Okay, the message are coming in. 4K, thank you. 5 to 7K in Ogun State. Arepo precisely, thank you. In Enugu, 4K. In Damilola says 3,000. Now, do you know that if you look at our projection, Shagam 3,000, thank you. Between 3 and 4,000, very good. Now, when we design our marketing plan and our sales plan, we now said that we want to do worst scenario for our analysis. We are going to sell our yam 2,607 naira. Okay. So once we sell, there is a 10% marketing logistics that goes into it. Once that is removed, then the initial money you paid is 1.7 million. By the time they do all the calculation, your ROI comes to 38%. Are you getting it now? So in our previous cohorts, some people, they want their yam, raw yam, physical yam, and we agree, you get yam. Some want money, they want us to sell it for them, and we agree, we'll sell for you. But if we're going to sell for you, we're going to use this 38% ROI. And this is just for this one is a monthly quote. People can join at any month, and this one too has been fantastic in Remote Agric. It has been fantastic. So for this, we have 2,100 as a unit price. The duration of this one is 7 months, and the ROI is 25%. The ROI for pig is a bit um is a bit lesser than the one of the yam. So but the beauty of this one is that you can join this one at any time. But for yam, it's a seasonal thing. So you have to join by the time we are good to go on it. Like currently, we are selling October to October. So by October 1st, we'll close the market for yam as the money enters into production by October. So for yam, we have for pig, we have smallholder farmers we've partnered with that surrounds our yam farm, and it has been massive. It has been massive. If you see the production and the operation that goes in, it has been massive. See pig and all that. So why invest in pig? High demand for pork, fast reproduction cycle, high returns on investment. Do you know that if you have pig today, if you call me, I can link you to people that will buy it immediately from you. Are you getting what I'm saying now? They will buy immediately from you. So that means there is huge demand for this opportunity, huge demand. Now, I've said it, there is a monthly package. Own a pig farm remotely is currently on. Join the monthly pig farm package for us. So for this as well, we target a monthly package of 5,000 units. For this one, pig is measured by kg. So 1 unit is 1 kg. And this 1 unit costs you 2,100. So as I begin to round up, the social impact of remote agric farming, job creation and economic empowerment. My people, since the last period that we started this, people have been gainfully employed. Farm operations of some of our smallholder farmers has greatly improved in their operations. And the rural community that we currently operate from, they are benefiting from the impact of this project. Also, food security. Of course, remote farming increase agricultural production and helps to meet local and national food demand. Also, empowering non-farmers to participate in agriculture. People that are in the cities, it's high time for you to partner with us that we are doing projects in the rural area so that we can increase food production. And you can also increase your wealth as well. Now, rural development and infrastructure improvement. Of course, this is also happening. New roads are being constructed, storage facility. In fact, local market in Ife, if you know anybody in Ile-Ife here, some of our products in Ile-Ife is making waves, even targeting the Ile-Ife community. For example, we planted some products apart from yam. On our farm, we have about 10 products on our farm, but the only one we open to the public is on a yam farm remotely and on a pig farm remotely. And before the end of this year or early next year, we are going to launch on a poultry farm remotely. It's going to be massive, massive projects we are looking at. So if you want to contact us, our head office is at Community Avenue in Lupeju Magboro, Lagos Ibadan Expressway. And our farm operations is located in Opalakowe community of Ile-Ife. If you are very familiar with Ile-Ife community, and you have people there that you want to invite to be part of this project, then always reach out to us. Then we have a website, www.remoteagric.ng, and we have a good news. Our Remote Agric app is coming in very soon. It's coming very soon. We've been doing meetings upon meetings, and I'm glad to let you know, for some of you that you are just hearing us, we won an accelerator program called um, Cocoon Accelerator Program. And that platform is helping us to come up with an MVP on like an app. Is an MVP that we can use. So all our previous subscribers, we are going to onboard you very soon on that app. Just look forward to it in such a way that you can begin to look at some of your reporting transaction via the app and all that. Currently, Remote Agri, we are making massive impact, like I said. So this is time for question and answer before we close for today. And I've said, like I said before, you are going to have access to the video replay. You're going to have access to this PowerPoint slide. There is also another manual that we have created that you are going to have access to it. Now, what we are doing today is not just only for you to be part of Remote Agric subscribers. It's also to empower you to be able to take informed decision when you are entering into any agricultural venture, either personally or joint venture with any other person, so that you'll be able to look at the opportunity itself, look at your climate, look at every other condition that supports that opportunity. And the other one is that you want to ensure that you have the right team. Like I said, the right team can make a small idea to be big. The right team can make a big idea to be bigger. But a good idea, bad team can spoil it. So those are the things I've mentioned, and I've mentioned food security. I've mentioned quite a lot of things today. The value chain in the agricultural sector, I've mentioned it already. So the floor is open for question. For question, you can raise up your hand and ask your question. And if you also have any contribution, you can also raise up your hand, or you type your question in the meeting chat as we begin to round up. We just have less than 15 minutes to round up this session today. And I want to appreciate everyone that's been with us since we started the section today. I've been seeing some people going out and coming in. It has been wonderful. So we have the first question. Comfort says, if the yam is sold at a higher value than the projected price at harvest, will ROI also increase? How secure is the farm site, and is the farm under any form of insurance? Okay, very good. So uh so because of the system and structure that we operate, the projected price is what we are targeting. So whether it's sold, so we've opened it up. If you have a market that can sell about that price, just tell us that we should send your yam to you. Then you can go ahead and do that. And also because some of the yam, we are also targeting off-takers. And you know that off-takers, they want the cheaper price as possible so that it to be useful for what they want to do it. Now, imagine you are wholesaler or retailer. You want to get it at a price. So imagine you are the one selling 3,000. How much will you buy the yam from us? Are you getting the idea now? So that's the reason why we picked that. Now, the security on the farm. So one of the things we have done, so there are different layers of the security on the farm. And I will hold on that. If my focal funder is on this platform, he might be able to give you more access to information around that line. Now, in terms of insurance, a quarterly of owning a yam farm is being insured by mutual benefits. So it has insurance. But I will also let you know that um, the insurance, what the insurance cover and what it did not cover. But for us, I know that when you say your farm is insured, people are at peace. But for us, the farm managers, the fact that your farm has insurance is not enough. Um, is not enough risk management response from our own side. But of course, the farm is insured. So in terms of security, like I said, the farm ants, they sleep in the farm. So that's one level of security. So the farm also has some other level of security that I might not be able to share with you now. So, if Ephraim says, is there any form of insurance protecting against unforeseen circumstances? Yes, so there is mutual benefit insurance on it. That on this quote 3, for people that have done quote 1 and 2, there is no insurance on those ones. Those ones, they trusted us, they come into it, but for this quote 3, there is insurance on it. Okay, good evening, sir. Awesome presentation. Please, to key into the program, can someone pay installment like 2 times? So yes, for the yam, you can do installment payment. The only thing is that your money of October 1st. All right. So your money needs to come in before October 1st. Now for the own a pig farm remotely, that one is a monthly course. So even if it is 20,000 you have this month, you can do 10 units and come on board. And next month you have another one and it will be structured like that as well. Mr. West Bamidele said, hello, sir, please, what is the current value of for each product now? So when you say current value of each product, the value we propose to you have not changed in terms of the ROI and what you are paying to join. So it has not changed. For the yam, so let me take us back to some of those flyer for, let me take us for the yam. So for the yam, it's 38% ROI. And for you to come in per unit is 1,700. So that's for it. Now, in terms of maybe the market price of yam, we've done that exercise already, where some people say in a very big yam in their own area, some say it's 3,000, some say it's 4,000, some say it's 5,000, some say it's 5 to 7, some say it's 3 to 4, and all that, depending on the sizes. So for the yam package, you can do installment payment. You can always reach out to me after now to be able to get that. So on this call, we have people that have invested already in our yam farm already. Some have done pig farm. For people that did pig farm in December last year, they've started receiving their money back, their ROI and their initial money. Pig is 7 months. But for yam is 12 months. That's the reason why it's October 2025 to October 2026. The people that did last year did October 2024 to October 2025. So by November 2025, all the people that put money into yam, they will start receiving their returns. And also the second quarter is February to February. February 2025 to February 2026. So by March next year, they will also be having their own returns as well. Okay, more questions for the pig farm. Is it after every 7 months that you get your ROI on your investment? Yes, after 7 months. So if, for example, you come in this August, so today is August now. If you come in this August, your money will enter into operation as from 1st of um, September. Now, if you pay your money in September, we will have to gather all the money in September together. Then your money goes into operation as from month. The following month is when you in December. So January to July becomes their 7 months. So this August, all of them have received their money now. I don't even know if any one of them is on this call. Maybe you want to turn, we'll let you know. We'll give you the opportunity to unmute yourself and all that. So, and some people, they will receive their own in this September. We are entering into about 3 people. What's the minimum amount you can invest in pig farm or yam farm? Thank you. So let me show us the slide that speaks to that. So the minimum for the two is 10 units. So for yam is 17 times 10, that's 17,000. So we've made it so easy for you. You can't say, it's because of 17,000 that you don't want to partner with these people. No, just come in once you see the capacity you have, you come in. Some people do 100 units, some did 1,000 units, some did 5,000 units. So like I said, for this year we are targeting 20,000 units. 5,000 units is already gone already. So and it's one family that took 5,000 units. It's just one family that took 5,000 units of these 20,000 units. So it depends on, and one of the things we do once we exhaust these 20,000 units, we are not taking any money again, except by the time we are sure that our operation has been expanded and you can take new form, and that will be another cohort. It will not be on this cohort again. So for pig farm is 2,100. So that means 21,000 you are on board for pig farm. So any other question before we close our meeting today? Like I said, you will get the replay, you will get the slide, you also get the manual that we also put together for this event today. What is the return on investment? Okay, so we have been saying that all day. The return on investment for yam is 38%, while the one for pig is 25%. Okay, so that's what we have been saying. It is so. I will unmute us. If you would like to talk or say your experience, maybe some of our investors already, some of us that have put money on a yam farm remotely, even though you are still waiting for your returns based on the date and timing it happened. But how has been the engagement so far? How are you feeling? Some of the pictures and reports from our farm visit, are you making use of it? Is it satisfactory enough? For some of you that have visited the farm, what were your experience? So anybody that want to talk to that, you can raise up your hand. We'll let you have the floor before we close the meeting today. So I have Dorcas, Faith, I have Damilola, Comfort, Charity, Bukola, Kayode. How is your experience so far? I have Aramide as well, Akinyemi, Fasilat. Anybody wants to say one or two things before we close the meeting today? Anybody? Okay, so if there is no body, if you are not on the WhatsApp group, please let us know in this call so that I will share my contact where you can join. Maybe somebody just share this Zoom link with you so you are not in the community. Because in the community, I'm going to repost the document. So we have a document that explains the own a yam farm remotely. We have a document that explains own a pig farm remotely. We drop it in the group so that you can have information about it. Damilola say it has been a wonderful experience so far. Trusting to partner with you. Thank you, Damilola, for that wonderful comments. So let's just drop comments and reviews generally. How has been the presentation today? How has been the experience so far? Before I close the meeting in the next few minutes. Has been your experience so far? Uh, has been the experience so far? Has been the experience? Said wonderful and interesting. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we will expect everyone to join us in ensuring that we support every platform that is making effort to bring in um, to ensure that we have food security in the country. So thank you everyone for today. So I'm just a shout away in the WhatsApp group. I'm just a shout away. If you want further explanation question, just send me a chat in a meeting chat. Then I will be able to respond. Thank you for presentation. You are one person I can trust with my finance. Okay, thank you very much for the trust, and definitely will ensure that we don't bring down the trust that you have for us as an organization. Thank you for this eye opener of owning a farm remotely. I appreciate the invite, sir. Thank you very much also for that. So I'm going to close the meeting now. Thank you everyone for being part of this. If you are watching the replay, you can follow us on YouTube where you are watching this from, or any other platform you are watching this from. Thank you very much.